My name is Nicole, and today I'm going to teach you about wakeboarding. Wakeboarding is a fun and exciting sport, and anyone can do it. Wakeboarding is similar to snowboarding and skating. You can wakeboard behind many different types of boats. Our first part of this lesson is going to be about the equipment and what is needed for wakeboarding. Here in Sacramento, you can wakeboard year-round if you're daring enough. However, in the winter months, you probably want to wear a wetsuit to keep you warm in the water. When doing water sports, you're required to wear a life jacket. When you're going to pick out your life jacket, make sure that it says U.S. Coast Guard approved. Otherwise, it won't be legal to wear in the water. Now, when you get your life jackets, you want to make sure that they fit you properly. So in order to do that, you're going to try on the life jacket. You're going to zip it up. Buckle it in. You're going to take hold of these straps and make sure they're nice and tight on you. And then, to make sure that the life jacket fits you appropriately, you want to put your thumbs under here and pull up. You want to make sure that this doesn't go above your ears. If it does, the life jacket is too big for you and it won't be safe to use in the water. Now, we're going to talk about the wakeboard itself. This board is a wakeboard. This particular board is 135 centimeters, which is appropriate for my height and weight. This is a good beginning board because it has a symmetrical fin and tail, which helps you if you're going forwards or backwards. Also, when you turn the board to the side, you'll see that this continuous curvature on it is a rocker, which helps to keep you stabilized when you get on top of the water. On this side of the board, we also have these deep side rails here and these fins to help keep the board stabilized. These fins are actually removable, which is nice because as you become more advanced in your skill level, you can put in different fins which help you to do different tricks. This wakeboard comes with CWB bindings. These particular bindings have a pull string on the top, a pull string on the front, and a hinge tech on the back. This hinge tech helps once you get your foot in to keep the binding really tight on your foot. This particular board is set up in a duck stance. What that means is you'll be nicely centered over the board, forward and back, which is good because if you ride regular or ride switch, you'll have the same feel. Our last piece of equipment that we're going to go over today is the rope. You really need a non-stretch wakeboard rope when you're going wakeboarding because it'll help to give you a non-recoil effect, which helps to keep the rider and the board with the boat at all times. Now I'm going to get into the techniques of wakeboarding. The first and most important part is your body position. Some people already know which foot goes forward and which foot goes back because they snowboard or they skate. For those that don't, there are ways to help you figure it out. One of the recommended ways is to kick a soccer ball. Which is your strong foot when you kick the soccer ball? Once you determine that, that foot will be your back foot. For me, my back foot is my right foot and my front foot is my left foot. Now that we've determined body position and which foot goes forward and which foot goes back, we're going to go over how you should be positioned when you're actually in the water. So you want your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to want to bend your knees. You want to keep your hips over your front foot just a little bit. You're going to turn your shoulders towards the boat, and then your hands right here will be holding on to the rope. You want to make sure that they're out straight and that they're close, that they're tucked in, pulled in close to your hips. Then you're going to keep your shoulders up and you want to make sure you keep your head up as well. Now I'm going to go over how to strap into the board, and then we're going to give an example of what it feels like to be pulled out of the water while here on land. So first, when you go to strap in, you're going to have to make sure that everything is loose. That way you can get your foot in there. Then, you're just going to stick your feet right into the board. Pull up the back, pull up the front, tighten the straps, tighten the back hinge, and make sure your foot it's nice and snug in there because you don't want it to go anywhere when the boat's pulling you out of the water. Now that I'm in the bindings, I'm going to give you an on-land demonstration of what it's like to get pulled out of the boat. Once you're strapped in and in the water, your wakeboard will actually float above the water a little bit. And you're going to want to sit down like you're in a chair, and you're going to have your arms straight and hold on to the rope right here, just like this. As the boat pulls you up out of the water, you want to make sure you're leaning back, your chest is up, and your arms are straight. As the boat is pulling you out of the water, you want to make sure that you're letting the boat pull you and that you're not trying to pull yourself out of the water. That's a common mistake for beginners. Then, once the board starts to plane on top of the water, you're going to stand up and put your left foot forward. Now that we have the basic position down and the feel for what it's like to be pulled out of the water, we're ready to hit the water and wakeboard. But first, we need to go over some important safety terms. That way when we're out there, we're all on the same page. There's a couple universal terms that I use while wakeboarding. For me and my driver, we've established that the term hit it means to start the boat. So, once you're in the water and the rope is fully extended and you're bobbing, as soon as I say hit it, he'll accelerate and then pull me out of the water. The next term, once I'm on the water, that I'll use is a thumbs up, which means faster, or I'll give him a thumbs down, which means slower. The last term that I use is this. It means cut it. If I'm on the water and I've gotten really tired and I need to stop, then I'll let him know. That way, he knows that I'm going to let go of the rope and he can turn around and come and pick me up. That concludes your wakeboard lesson for today. Good luck on the water. Remember to enjoy wakeboarding and to be safe.